What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Sunday. My name is Matt. I'm the Awakening Angler, and we're fishing on Oneida Lake. So, you're going to look at my screen as I'm looking at my screen, and this will be the path to discovery. Now, I ended up my day here yesterday trolling, yesterday morning, and I hit a fish back up this way to the east. This piece of structure that I've been fishing is from where my boat cursor is right now is to the south. Not far. The buoys are 100 yards away. I've never really been on this side. Certainly not like I've been over on the southeast side for the last month and a half almost. I mean, it's got to be 6 weeks straight I've been running down here every day, as long as I can get here. And it's been so good on that southeast corner. It's just been whatever, most days, whatever I want to do. But this looked interesting. I've never really looked on the western end of this shoal before. And so now I'm going to show you this is the ultimate value. I'm not trying to sell Garmin. That's not my point. And I'm relatively sure that all the other manufacturers have this feature. But on my Garmin, this is called, you go to fish chart menu, you go to quick draw contours, and then you can either start or stop it. Now, I've already started it for the day, but that's how you do it. And in here, I have an SD card in the slot, mini SD, which you have to do if you're going to do this program, because it's overwriting the map. It's overwriting the map that's already loaded in your unit with real-time sonar data that I'm pinging as right now as I'm driving over it. So you see how it's changing the color and the lines and everything? That's because the map is a proximity. It's not an exact scan, okay? What I'm doing is an exact scan, and it reveals features underwater that the map doesn't show you correctly. And so when you go in to fish a piece of structure and you want to pick apart the nooks and crannies on the upwind side of your piece of structure, and that's where you want to start looking, how could you possibly do that if you don't know exactly where those nooks and crannies are? I mean exactly where. And so now I'm looking, so the old map said that this whole yellow area was the lighter yellow, is 10 to 15 feet. This darker, like mustard colored yellow right here is 5 to 10. And so it's showing me where these little humps are in here. That just went red. Red is my shallowest color. That was probably pinging off the top of those weeds back there. But I'm going through and I am finding my spots. I'm finding them, and then when you find that great spot, there's fish there. You look and you go like, oh wow, look at that little inside corner, and the wind's pushing in there. I wonder if there's anything right there. And then you drive over that exact spot and you'll see fish marks. And then you go, oh, wow, look at that. So I'm a firm believer this has been the single biggest difference making tool in my fishing since owning this unit in the last 4 years. No questions asked. No questions asked. It has been, this feature alone has changed everything, because it tells you you're not just drifting along and seeing the bottom go like that, and then it's flat again and it goes like that, and it doesn't really mean anything to you, okay? But then all of a sudden you think, oh well, I put a mark right there just on the upside of that little blip, but so I'll go back and try and get on that same drift. but you don't realize what that structure looks like, and there's other parts of that structure that may be holding more fish in a better, situation for you. This is something that I can never, and I don't have to, but I could never live without this feature now. And I'm zoomed all the way into 80 foot. Sometimes when I'm really on a structure and I'm scanning it, I'll zoom into 50. So I can watch and pick my line and know that I'm not, varying too much from it. But usually 80 is enough for me, and it's on a split screen. If you had 2 units and you had a second unit, right, like this, you'd have one with just your GPS, or at least I would have one with just my map on it. So now I want to go down this brake line right here, and I want to see what this looks like, because the main structure here is running this way, and then this is a finger that shoots out. And so that immediately catches my interest, because it's an anomaly on a piece of structure. If a structure is round or oval shaped or teardrop shaped, then see how that just changed right there? So now you're in a little bit of a shallower, a little bit, so it's that mid-range flat. But now look at that dark, that means that's a high spot. So now you have a point that's sticking out off of this piece of structure. That changes how your day goes, guys. Let me tell you right now, you put yourself in quality positions over and over by knowing what is there and where and what it looks like. It will benefit you. Look at, so that now that we're rewriting it and looking at it, that point doesn't stick out as much, but it is a small point, and this is a great place to find them right here. And correspondingly, there's fish there. And I'm on the wrong side, honestly. I'm on the wrong side of this. I just want to see what lives here organically, as opposed to what the wind pushes and piles up. That's a heavy mark right straight underneath us right there, because they're so bright. See this little piece of structure? It's up and down in here, and this stuff is fish holding. I'm telling you all this because it is fish holding magnets. It's just magnets, and you might only have a little tiny spot that you find them. That's all right. Fish them, and then keep going, and you'll find another one of those little spots with a little group in them. Fish them, and even if you only pulled one fish out of each of those schools, 2 things are being accomplished. You're learning and watching and learning that piece of structure and how the fish live on it, because these fish live here all the time. They don't swim to Cleveland at night and swim back here in the morning. All right, we're switching off of. Look at that! It just cracked the surface. We're gonna leave that here. It's at 8:49 of the video. Let's see how long it takes to get up there. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's a little chilly, 55 degrees. But the boats are out already. It's got just a little ripple of a wind out of the, looks like southeast. Look out any window, any day. Man, that's beautiful. Doesn't matter how many of these I see, and I see them every morning. They're all spectacular. Everyone is different, like snowflakes and thumbprints. Every one of them is different. Where'd it go? Oh, that was cool. So what I said, 8:49. So it's just over 2 minutes right now. We're gonna go until we see a gap underneath it. For starting your Sunday. I don't know who made it all, but I sure am thankful. Sure am thankful. 3 minutes. We're at 4 minutes. It's so bright. What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's 7 a.m. and I'm just making my first cast. I have been driving and graphing all morning. It's a different wind, and I went looking in a different spot. Same reef complex. I was on a different side of it where I was trolling yesterday. My hood's up. It's a little chilly this morning, and the bugs are crazy. Those little water bugs that crawl up in you. Yeah. So this is my first cast. I'm getting ready to drift over this structure that I've been doing so good on, and I will keep you guys updated. I really thought I'll keep you with me for one more cast, because I really thought I was gonna get one right there. We got a perfect drift this morning too. I got homie on. He did good yesterday, so he got the starting lineup. He got lead off this morning. Listen, You don't get to be the king for nothing. I can't even in the last year, 15 months, I can't even begin to think how many walleyes Homie's caught. Especially this particular one. I think he's like Homie the sixth for me personally. He gets bit. I'll show him to you again. And this one's had one of his eyes knocked off twice. This side is bueno. All right. I'll see you guys in a little while. What is up, everybody? Welcome to 8 a.m. I'm playing a little game right now. I finally got on a decent drift. I found a few fish. Before now, I've only had one keeper, one bite. I've been on 3 different little reefs right here looking, and I just didn't see them. So you can't. Oh, that's the second hole in one on this glow goby in a row. I don't know what it is, and it doesn't feel very big, but I'm going to tell you what game I'm playing here in a second. Let's see if this thing gets bigger when it gets closer. It didn't, but that's the prettiest pickup. So he hit that on the way down, and look at that. Look at that. He might even be a keeper. We're going to measure him. Look at that. Look at that. I love doing that on camera. I'm not going to lie. That is my favorite thing I do when we catch one when we're quote unquote live talking. Let's see how he measures. He is just shy at 14 3/4, but he's going to smile for the camera. Smile nice. Hello, everyone. Whee! Yes! So here's the game I'm playing. And right now, someone is proving himself to be the champion. I have 3 rods rigged up. I've got all 3 of my black rains rigged up right now. My JT Rods Black Rain, best jigging rod on the market. I've got 3 of them. I've got a 6'3", a 6'9", and a 7'3". The 6'3" is my blade rod. That's got Homie on it. The 6'9" is my Shiver Minnow rod, and that's got the Glow Goby on it. And the Big Daddy, the 7'3", that's got that 3/4 ounce bucktail on it, okay? And so every cast, by the time I get it back, if I don't have a fish, then I grab the next rod, and I'm going through a cycle. So I started with Homie, went to the bucktail, got to the Glow Goby, Shiver Minnow, and he's on 3 casts in a row with a sheep's head and 2 keeper walleyes. No, that last one wasn't. So 1 short, 1 keeper, and 1 sheep's head. 3 casts in a row. This is the only one so far that's had multiple casts. And 2 of the 3 fish have been hole-in-ones. They hit it on the fall out there. So it's just a matter of finding them. I've been searching around this reef all morning long to all the spots I had been getting them. I'm checking to all the windward sides, and I finally found some sitting up on top on the windward side. So that was fun. I'll see you guys at 9 a.m. unless something awesome starts happening. What's up, everybody? Welcome to 10 a.m. Welcome to our recap for the morning. And welcome to, I'm getting out of here and we're going up to Lake Ontario to the beach this afternoon. What's better on a sunny summer day than going to the beach? Nothing. Let's turn this around so the sun's in my face. You can see what's going on here. My buddy Paul right there joining me in the boat next to me. Although we didn't do much. I came back out to the same structure, looking to jig up a limit of walleyes. I did actually have 5 keepers, 4 throwbacks, and 1 big sheep's head. But I'm going to tell you, I've been fishing since 7. I've been out here since about 5:45. I spent the first hour and a half driving around just looking for them and graphing some new areas because there was a lot of boats out here. And I couldn't get into the drift that I wanted to, which is fine. Somebody beat me to it. So I kept looking and looking, and I didn't ever really find the piles like I've seen here in previous days and weeks. So I onesie-twosied it, here and there. I'd hit one, then hit another one, and then you'd go a big stretch, or you'd have to go to another drift, and you'd hit a couple more, but it was never, I don't think there was more than 2 bites in any one spot or any one drift. So it is what it is. Beautiful morning out here, clear as a bell, light summer breeze. It's a happy Sunday. So listen, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching every day. If you're not already subscribed and you like what I do here every day, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment, introduce yourself to the group. So, all right, thanks everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great Sunday. And as always, keep your tip up.